What's the haps? I'm John, aka Meroka, and welcome to Spiel, and I'm super annoyed with myself. I'm in Emerald Bishop tier 3 on Elite. I was previously in Sapphire Serpent and was doing some fiendy stuff and got myself killed and ended up using a spark, and then I decided I didn't like my recording anyway. So this is take 2 of Spiel for this week because that was a freaking awful recording and I did everything wrong and rambled and was crap. So hey, welcome to a different thing that's jellies. I can handle jellies. I mean, I'm mostly annoyed that I used a spark for what turned out to be literally no reason, so I hate that. I do seem to be hemorrhaging sparks over time, which is not the way I want to be going. I would like to end up with more sparks than less, but whoops. Anyway, so this is... I didn't even particularly check what this is. This is obviously Scarlet Fortress. The stratum is gonna be... I don't know, undead, I suppose. It seems to be predominantly, I guess. So, okay. Let's deal with some undead. Cool. Boom! There we go, that's undead dealt with. See you later. Cool. So, let's start with Spiral Knights news. Which is actually more Spiral Knights old news this week, because it all happened over the weekend, which is really weird for Spiral Knights. It doesn't normally all happen over the weekend, but in this particular instance, I guess it did. So yeah, I mentioned I did annotate my video last week to for the amendment that was the change in circumstances regarding the prize boxes. Prize boxes did get extended to yesterday, not as I mentioned in last week's video, the day of the video, last Wednesday. So there was new stuff there, and well, it wasn't particularly new stuff. It was an extension of the continuation of the same stuff. And I did annotate that, so if you caught that video a couple of hours after it went up, I had noted it to say that if you were like really quick off the mark, that video was incorrect. It is now correct. So sorry about it being incorrect. Never mind. You're probably gonna burn to death. No, you're not. No. Come on. Get burned. Boom. Fire. Fire burn. Fire burn. Good. There were the flash sales. These are nothing terribly new. You've seen flash sales before. Flash sales are not the most original concept in the world. How are you still alive? Seriously, you should be dead, totally dead by now. There we go. Now I can go deal with things hand to hand. Mano a mano. Knight to ghost. I've never been quite sure whether knights are supposed to be human or not. They're humanoid. They're kind of a very distorted kind of human if they are. But whatever. This is by the by, this is lore and pointless asides. Flash sales! Flash sales were a thing over the course of the weekend. These have now ended, so old news, but you know how they work. Every hour or two, I'm not sure exactly how often, but on every so often, fairly frequently, different things appear in the supply depot in exchange for your energy, and you can buy them, and they're usually fairly fancy cosmetics, stuff like dragon wings or, you know, volcanics and divines and prismatics and stuffs. Rare things that you can buy in exchange for energy, and if you're in the market for them, it's probably not a bad way to get a hold of some of those. So they are a thing. I saw things like furniture in the form of... Why would I do that? I don't need that. That clears that, I suppose. I did see a flying snipe for like 9,000 energy. Is it solar coins? Solar coins. So if you had lots of energy to expend on silly cosmetics for guild halls, and people do seem to be into that kind of thing, they were there. You could have had them. You can't anymore, though. You should have had your opportunity. You did have your opportunity, and you squandered it. Unless you didn't squander it, in which case, congratulations, you got what you were after. So, all bases covered there. There was also, we have had a new, fresh access to the test server, the Spiral Knights preview server, as it were. That doesn't tend to come up too often. This time, we were testing the Gunner update. Da da da! So you had a chance to play with all the shiny new toys and things if you have contributed some real money to 3 Rings in recent history. They have also changed the requirements on that. Time was... you used to have paid $10 within the last month to get onto the preview server. They seem to have reduced these requirements for that. I don't know whether that's... I presume that was very recent, but it may be in old news and I'm only just picking up on it. But now you only need to spend $5. Alright. This bit's always trouble, and there's a jelly there that's also going to be trouble, so let's deal with that first. How deal? Like, that's... Oh, yeah, that totally works. That worked really well. Just exploded it. So, yeah, it's a bit cheaper to get onto the preview server, and if you're looking to test out... I don't know how I'm going to do this particularly well, actually. I want that. I want that. I want to do that. Then I want to do that. And then I want to dash through here before the gate closes. Okay, that was surprisingly adept for me. Thank you for Cognitive for joining the shopping list for pointing out that actually a pet's pretty good at breaking blocks like that. So, yay, I learned things there. Learning. Anyway, yes, Gunner update. Gunner update should presumably, if it has been tested, be nigh. I mean, no guarantees on that score, but potentially by the time this video goes live, you may be getting your patch and you may be updating it, you may even be playing it, and you may be able to try out all the new guns and toys and things and see whether they're super OP or terrible and don't need anything. But, yeah, that should be a thing. If it's not this week, the safe money is on next week, I think. But again, no guarantees on that score. Nobody knows. Nobody actually works for Three Rings, except for the people who do work for Three Rings, and they ain't telling. Unless the people are leaking stuff out, in which case they might tell. What sword do I need? I will take my... I think I presumably just need the Voltage? I'll carry on as I am. I'll be fine. Asheron's pretty powerful. I can kill most things with that. Yeah, see? Ghosties! They ain't no trouble. Get exploded. So, yep, Gunner update, nigh, probably, maybe. Not a guarantee. But that should be fun, and obviously stay tuned to this channel for I shall be doing you your usual patch notes and showing off what is available to show off in the near future. I shall be attempting to craft things. I actually am lacking the orbs to craft things, which is problematic, but I can probably, in exchange for a new gun, convert a few crowns into energy to buy orbs with. I'm pretty sure I'm okay with doing that. It's elite orbs. Elite orbs are always the goddamn problem. You know, eternal orbs. If you're doing tier 3, eternal orbs drop all the time. It's not terribly hard to get them. Elite's the problem. It's getting orbs from tiers of content that you do not frequent on a regular basis. I'm not sure which route I'm supposed to be taking here. I feel like it was maybe the other way, but I don't know. Who knows? Who really knows? Anyway, that's a pill, that's fun. So let's talk about some other stuffs. That's enough news or non-news or whatever the heck it is. I'll carry on this way until I hit a party button or have to come back. Yeah, other news. I have spent, ouch, I wasn't watching where I was going. I spent the last 4 days of my life reading through lots of articles on indie video game marketing for a damn fine reason. It's a reason I'm a little bit excited about, so I'm kind of going to tell you about it and talk and share my life with you for a moment. It was a job application kind of thing. I applied to a local company middle of last week for actually a guy I know from Team 17, so thank you to him for sharing this job posting with me, because that was kind of cool. I wouldn't have known about it otherwise. He forwarded this to me and said, look, they're looking for a community manager stroke PR type person. I was like, oh, I'm a community manager type person, stroke PR maybe. I've got some sort of experience in that field. I will apply for this. It's kind of the job I'm sort of looking for, and the one the job centre keeps going, oh, you should be setting more realistic sites. You can't get a marketing job. Why don't you get a nice shop job somewhere, or in an office somewhere? Something that you can handle. And I'm like, screw you, job centre. I am capable of doing PR and marketing for video games. So I am, and I'm going to apply. And I have applied. And then they sent me a bunch of, like, 5 really long tasks that needed doing. And I spent 4 days trawling through articles to learn as much about marketing as I possibly could. Not that I didn't know any already, but I just wanted to be like super thorough, and that's been an interesting task. I'm a little bit drained by the process, to be quite honest. It's been exhausting, I think is what it is. Emotionally exhausting, but been a good process nonetheless, and One of the sections was, what would you do as a community manager to bring people in? I'm like, I can totally do that. I can talk about things that make people play video games. I know why people play video games. I have spent much of my life playing video games. I am eminently well qualified to talk about this. And I've just taken a hit from a cat because I was busy trying to heart attack them. I am a fool. Okay, that's not fun. See you later. I don't need you guys. See? All trapped. They're all trapped. Come on! Papa needs some new pills. I don't need somebody, that'd be nice. So I'm really hoping I get that job. I don't know what the pay is on it. I imagine it's better than my last one. It would be very hard to be less, quite frankly. Last pay was... minimum wage was the last pay I had, so... yeah. The only way is up from there, you know? Hard to go down from minimum wage. Unless you're in America, where it's totally legal to pay people less than minimum wage, for some stupid reason. How that works, I ain't got a Scooby. But, yep, that's just the way those crazy people likes it. Or, well, they probably don't like it, but they also don't have much say in the matter. So, oh dear. I will take one of those. I accidentally mashed that twice and took 2 of those. That's good of me. Yep, that's totally not a waste of pills in the slightest, especially as I'm now failing to hit everything. You, give me some hearts. Oh, you did. Oh, that's surprisingly good of you. They don't often oblige. Cool. So that's been my life for 4 days. Been looking up marketing articles and stuff, mostly from Pixel Prospector and Gamma Sutra, since those are 2 extremely good resources on that score. I like that. In regards to game development, I posted about a game jam last week, yes. I got some positive responses from you guys there. A few people were like, yes, that sounds cool. I don't know how it's going to work, but it sounds cool. I will explain a little more about how it works. Some people seem to think it was going to be a physical meat space kind of thing. It is and it isn't. It's kind of going to be a do it wherever you are kind of thing. Yes, I will be getting... if we do this, I would be getting together with some of my friends to do this, but I would not expect you to come to me or to any particular physical location to do this. It would be a get your own team together kind of thing and do it where you are. So if you're in America, if you're in Canada, if you're in Australia, if you're in... pick a location, anywhere, wherever you are in the world, you find 2 or 3 friends who also like the idea of video games design, or indeed people you don't know who also like the idea of video games design, because that would be cool as well. You could totally do that if you had the wherewithal and were willing to go and put a team together like that. Find a bunch of people, get together for a weekend, find a space, find a library, find someone's house, wherever, you know, wherever's convenient. Get together for a weekend, for whatever designated weekend it is, and come and hang out, chat with everyone on Reddit, whatever, everybody else that's doing the thing, and you as your small team will develop your game, we as our small team will develop our game, all the other small teams will develop their games, and all the projects will come together independently, but you don't need to, you know, come to the UK or anything to do it. So that's how that works. And yeah, a few people sort of liked that idea, the people who grasped the idea. Some people didn't. Some people, like I say, seem to think you had to come to the UK to do it. Nope, not a thing. And I don't know, I feel like I do want to go forward with this. I shall probably, over the course of next week, test the waters on the Reddits and find out if people are wanting to get involved in that kind of thing. And go forward from there. I will totally keep you posted on that score, because it sounds cool. What else have I been doing? I've been listening to a lot of the Animal Crossing soundtrack over the last 4 days while I've been doing that. I found a really great website. I posted on Twitter, so if you're interested in finding it, go find it on Twitter. Basically, it plays the Animal Crossing sound. It's a website that plays the Animal Crossing website. It has an embedded YouTube video. It's done as like a playlist, but it's a playlist of one video on loop, and it just changes the playlist that's embedded in the window on the top of every hour. So it plays the appropriate hour's music. When it's 1 PM, it plays the 1 PM music. When it's 2 PM, it plays the 2 PM music, and it just plays it on loop all hour. Exactly like Animal Crossing, which, as I have said before, is one of my favourite games ever. And that's just amazing. You just have the Animal Crossing soundtrack to your life, which there's like nothing better than that. Ruined Compound. I didn't see what kind of Ruined Compound it was. What kind of Ruined Compound are we doing today? Burrows is bunnies. I can't remember. What did we agree on? I know we didn't agree on anything. What is the best way to deal with bunnies? Is it a blitz or is it a sword? I don't know. I will take... a blitz. I'm going to regret taking a blitz, but I'm going to take a blitz. I'm probably going to regret taking a blitz. Let's do this. Let's do bunnies. Still can't believe I burnt a spark on... the reason I chose the sapphire... Oh, wait. This is not bunnies. What the heck? Wait. Chittering... Oh, no. Warren's is... Oh, Warren's is bunnies. Burrows is undeads. And I just got rid of my undead strong weapon. Oh, wow. Well played me. Oh, congratulations. Credit to idiocy. Jesus. Get dead. Get dead. Oh, bloody things. They have way more health than they absolutely should have. They should not have so much health. Tiny little monsters like that. Obscene how much health they have. Anyway, yes, Animal Crossing soundtrack. If you are a fan of the Animal Crossing soundtrack, and you should be because it's amazing, go find that link on Twitter or ask me and I'll tell you. It's fantastic. You should check it out. And this led me on to another thing. I found, it's been around for a while, I had heard of it before. There is a GameCube and Wii emulator called Dolphin. Which, obviously, you're not condoning game piracy or anything, but hey, I own Animal Crossing. I'm allowed to emulate it, I think, is the way the law stands. Oh no, that's the way I'm interpreting it. So, yeah, I got a torrent for a ROM of Animal Crossing, which downloaded astonishingly fast. It was like 1.5 gigs, and it downloaded in like 2 minutes. So I was like, wait a second, what's up with this? And then the torrent was saying, oh, it's downloaded about 30 megabytes worth of data. And I was like, but it was like at 99% done. I was like, hang on. This is very, very strange. This shouldn't be doing this, but that's a weird torrent. I don't know. Either way, it totally does seem to work. It is actually Animal Crossing. It does totally work. The file size does say it's 1.4 gigabytes. I am thoroughly confused by how that can possibly be a thing. But, nonetheless, I've got a working copy of Animal Crossing that I can play on my PC, which is all I've ever wanted out of life. And now what I'm thinking is, how do I make this into a series? And I don't know. I want to make some sort of video series out of Animal Crossing. And it's one of those games that's not good to LP. I mean, actually, there's one of those ones that did the rounds way back in the day before video LPs were a proper thing, when people did like textual and screenshot-based LPs, something awful forums type places. There is a really good one of Animal Crossing, which is done in that format, text and screenshots from way back when. But this is not the format I was trying to go down. I would like to continue on with my video stuffs. I have found nothing but minis so far. This is getting to be annoying. Especially as they won't die. Why won't you all die a little bit faster? Will you die? You know, do I need to bother with them all? Do I need to do a full clear, or can I just speedrun it? I might be able to just speed... Ow! I didn't see that one. Didn't see it. There's hearts over there. Give me the hearts. Oh, it's a pill. It's a pill. It's a pill. I want the pill. Give me a pill. Yeah, I'm taking damage trying to get there, but... Yikes. What's over here? More? Yes, more. Good. Don't take damage trying to get 3 hearts. That would be a silly way to go. That kind of worked. Okay, we'll go with that. I just need to ignore these guys. It's taking me forever to fight them. Whatever. The one thing that crosses my mind with an Animal Crossing LP is... it would be a good thing for doing a vlog or a vlog, a VG log, the kind of thing I'm doing here, you know. So... what I'm thinking is, well, if I ever stop if I ever stop Spiral Knights, wouldn't be an awful way to replace the series if I sort of replaced Spiral Knights with Animal Crossing as my weekly vlog kind of thing. If I play some Animal Crossing, meander around a little idyllic village, talk to some villagers, and talk about whatever the topics of the week are. I don't know, I could kind of live with that state of affairs. That seems like a really nice way to do things. It seems cool. I can't think of any other way in which it would work well, though. Although I could just play the dang thing and see what happens, I don't know. It's just a really Seems a weird concept. I've not really extensively done the emulator-based LPs before either. I did not Animal Crossing. Ugh, I can't get names right today. I did Pokemon Red at one point, actually, to be fair, but that was different. What am I missing here? I'm missing. There was. Whoa! Ah, Shankles. They really are the deadliest of all the animals. They are worse than sharks. How do I? Oh, there's a. There's a jar. Duh. Oh, okay, I'm okay. What does that achieve? Why did I go here? What does this do? I don't know why I went this way. There's nothing in there. What the heck? It's a pointless corridor that I made great efforts to go down for no reason. God damn it, game. Seriously? What the heck? Anyway, yeah, Animal Crossing, thoughts on that? Let me know whether you think you would want to see that. I would want to do that, I think, but I don't know how and whether it would work well. Like I say, I could just play it, but it'd be so weird because there's so little to do on any given moment and little to talk about. It would just... I would need to fill it in with other stuff, which is why I think the VG log kind of format would work, because then you've got other stuff to talk about whilst just meandering around a village. Which is why that seems like a good idea. I don't know. Who could say? Thoughts, answers on a postcard. Anyway, speaking of answers on a postcard, let's do some questions and I shall give you the answers. For that's what we're all about here on Spiral Spiel. Don't forget, if you have questions for me to talk about, please leave them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. It gives me things to talk about, gives you things to listen about, and it's fun for everybody. And you get a mini shout out in the process, which is always fun for everybody. Everybody likes a shout out. So let's do some questions. Questiones! One that was left over from last week that I neglected slightly was it Blaze Wrath on SK, who I think was someone else. I recognised their avatar and they changed it. Was it Blaze Phoenix? He's asked stuff before, but he's changed his YouTube name, I think. He asks, speaking of airlines, for that was briefly what I touched on last week, or in fact 2 weeks ago, because the question is from last week. I was talking about airlines 2 weeks ago. Speaking of airlines, I was a little late to discuss this. Yeah, it is. But if you heard about MH370, the Malaysia airplane, who hasn't heard about it at this point? You know, the one that went missing, totally missing, they can't find it. How do you lose an airplane? I don't know, but they managed it. What do you think did happen to it, and would you believe that the passengers are still alive? I've not really been following it too closely. I mean, like I say, it's hard to miss the news on it, but I've not followed it with any great intent. I know there's a bajillion and one conspiracy theories about it, and one of my friends has been following it quite closely. I just haven't. It hasn't been terribly interesting for me. It's just kind of a bit boring. But my mate's really into airplanes, so the idea that an entire airplane would go missing is something that I think intrigues him. The whole, yeah, how do you lose an airplane thing? It's a pretty big thing. There's a lot of people on it. They got a lot of technology tracking it. How do you lose the entire thing for just like that? I don't know. Certainly as far as do I think there's any survivors, well, has it been 7 or 8 weeks or something now at this stage, I think, since it went missing. Given that the human condition can only survive, you know, without food for 3 weeks? Is it 3 or maybe 4 weeks? And water much less longer, and they're in the middle of the ocean, where there's water, but it's not really very drinkable. I would suspect that they would probably have, even if they're somewhere floating around in a life raft that we've completely managed to miss in its entirety for this long. I would say that they probably starved, or what's the drinking equivalent of starved? Parched to death? I don't know. For dying of hunger, there's starved, but what's the word for dying of thirst? Is there a word for that? It feels like there should be a word for it. They desiccated to death. I don't know. At any rate, yes, they will be one of the two, which is unfortunate, but yeah, I feel like it's really going to be in poor taste to make this joke, but I feel like the only way they could potentially have survived is if they were rescued by pirates. And my geography is awful. I don't think they're anywhere near Somalia, so that's probably not a very good option for them. Oh good, it's this room. Everybody hates this room. Or, well, maybe they don't. Maybe, well, I hate this room. I'm about to... Yep, okay. Didn't even let me finish the sentence. I'm about to die. Let me finish the sentence. Wait, you need to die just because you're a healer and you're a terrible person for that. Anybody who heals people, with the exception of doctors in the real world, because they are actually nice people. But in this game, people who heal enemies, they are bad people and need to die. You, nothing there. Come on. Get back. Back, you dogs. Or robots. Whatever the heck you are. Get back, I say. Come on. Okay, last switch? No, not last switch. It's one more. What have I missed? I missed something. I don't need you. I don't need any of you. There's one over here. I bet this is it. This has got to be it. This is the last one I haven't actually pressed. See you later. Suckers. Oh, there's another compound. Well, that'll teach me. Anyway, yes. That's about all I've got on that airline, to be honest. I really don't know much about it. Yes. Hope for pirates, that's all I can say. Gnomesa asked me a really long time ago, probably before Christmas, I think. I could ask you to think of a short description of the pink elephant. As in, describe it. Is it a soft drink or an exotic animal or even something that nobody expects you to be? Do so in no more than 5 minutes. I will subvert your question and not do it properly. I'll say it's actually... It did say, I don't know why it's only just dawned on me, but there is a kind of a thing that sprung to mind quite quickly today that has not sprung up to mind previously. When you said the pink elephant, I'm like, what the heck are you... Actually, the only thing I could possibly think of previously is it sounds like a gentleman's club of some sort, to be honest. Yeah. So yeah, that's what it is. Chittering Burrows. Now, the last one was Chittering Burrows, which means it's undead, which means I should probably take the voltage. Take the voltage. God damn it. Where's my voltage? Ooh, Polaris might also work. Yeah, I'll take a Polaris. Why not? Polaris be good. Cool. Looking forward to the new Polarises. They'll be fun. Anyway, yes, it could be a gentleman's club. However, it is, it's not, well, not strictly, but there is a type of beer which I received as a gift some time ago. I guess that would also probably have been Christmas, actually. It's called Delirium Tremens, which is quite a tasty beer. Quite a potent beer. I think it was like 7 or 8%, a pretty strong one. But their thing was pink elephants, quite frankly. It came with a rather nice beer goblet that was covered in pink elephants. So, yay, pink elephants! It's a beer. It's not strictly a beer, but it's the branding for a type of beer, which sprung to mind quite readily. Like I say, it totally friggin' sounds like a strip club of some sort. You know, isn't it? I don't know what there is a famous one that's a pink something. Is there? No. Oh, Spearmint Rhino. That's what I'm thinking of. I don't know why I thought that was pink. There's it just seems to be some. It's usually some sort of adjective followed by an animal seems to be a format for strip clubs. There is one in Bradford's that's called the Blue Pelican as well, which I have never been in, just for the record, but I'm aware it exists. They do advertise to the student market, and I have been a student in Bradford, so yes. I've seen the adverts, I know what it is, I know where it is. It's not actually well hidden, it's pretty prominent on a main road. You do see it quite frequently. Yeah. So, naming things after animals makes you a strip club. That's the policy, that's the way the world works. I feel like there's a switch. There is a switch, isn't there? No? Maybe I should just hit you with... okay, that's... You're resistant to that. That was a silly thing to hit you with. Whatever, I don't care. I give up. I was hoping to get through this... I normally get through 4 levels a little faster than this. I'm taking my time today. My sweet time. And I'm running out of questions. Green Link. Mr. Green Link, we all know the Green Link from Team Ukulele and Team Anonymous. He asked me also an old question. I'm dredging the barrel here, which means I need fresh questions. People send me fresh questions. Old questions from Green Link says, if you had total control of a given area, where would it be? What would you do differently? Would you try to be a respected ruler, or would you ensure the arrival of absolute chaos? Any specific plans? I like the specific plans there. It implies I've given a great deal of thought to this in the past. And you'd be right. Yes, I have very specific plans. I know exactly what I would do. I would take over the world! No, wait, no. I mean, maybe. I mean, nah, the world seems like a lot of responsibility. There's a lot to do, a lot of people. And where did they come from? I thought I'd killed them all. Huh. Nah, I don't want the world. The world's too much work. Somewhere small and secluded would suit me a lot better, I feel. You know, you can sort of buy islands and stuff. Give me an island. An island would be good. Just give me a little island somewhere. Somewhere that can be totally introverted. Preferably somewhere nice. Somewhere warm. A nice Pacific island would be a good one. I think there's enough of them out there, so, I mean, volcanoes keep making them and stuff, so, you know, they do pop up quite frequently, and then people claim them and sell them. I don't know how you claim one, though. Someone, presumably at some point, needs to claim ownership over them. I don't know how that works. Is the first person to find it gets it? Is it a do you have a flag kind of situation? If so, I'm just going to hang around after a volcano in the middle of the Pacific and just go, do you have a flag? No flag, no country. And then take an island, and then I'll live on it. That'll be good. Although, I imagine fresh after a volcano it would be a bit warm, so I don't know if that would be the best idea. I think you need to leave it for a few, I don't know, years, decades. How long does it take for an island to become green and lush and tropical paradise? Because that's the kind of the key factor here. I mean, if it's just, you know, igneous rock that's still cooling, it's probably not where you want to live, but, you know, once it's overgrown with greenery and, you know, palm trees and junk, yeah, that sounds pretty good. Okay, that's not working. Let's just shoot them with Polaris again. So yeah, I could go for a little tropical paradise. Would I be a ruler? It wouldn't frickin' matter. I'd be the only one there, or maybe I could invite some friends or some, I don't know, some attractive people to hang out with me. Presumably, if I can afford an island, I can afford to hire attractive people to hang out with me. That seems like a thing I could do. I'm taking a lot of damage from these guys. Back off, back off, back off! And give me loot and hearts and Christ. Okay. Well, that's interesting that you can see which ones are going to drop loot because you can heart attack them. Not all of the things will drop loot, but some of them will. Give me loot, all of you. Or at least the ones that are heart attacked. Come on. Back off. You ain't dropping anything useful, are you? You get dead. No, no hearts from none of you. You all suck. See you later. I don't care about any of you anymore. I'm past caring about you all. So, yeah, I mean, I've seen, it's one of those things you do look up from time to time. I think everybody does this, surely. So, like, well, how much would it be to buy an island? And I do seem to recall discovering that they are not insurmountable prices. They are... I do recall having seen some for 400,000 Great British Pounds sterling, and it's a good chunk of money. But quite frankly, there are houses that cost more than that. So hey, you know, if we can have an entire island, whether that comes with like a property on the island, or if they just give you a blank island, or build your own place, and you have to go a bit Swiss Family Robinson on it. Yikes! There's a reference. Jeez. Swiss Family... Has anybody here heard of Swiss Family Robinson? I'm dubious as to whether any of you will have done. It's a... Oh yeah, there is a switch and it's been pressed. Huh. How did that get pressed? I did not press it. What the heck? Either... Whoa! Oh, no. That sucks. It is a book from like 1912, and then it was a 1940 and a 1960 movie, and I remember watching loads of it as a kid because I think my gran quite likes that movie actually. So watched that a bit with her when I was a kid. Not so much these days, but hey, I'm a little older. We don't sit and watch the same kids' movies over and over again. But yeah, it was about a family who gets stranded on a tropical island, and they build like a treehouse and basic infrastructure out of like wood and vines and things, and they're surprisingly resourceful for a family that was just going on holiday and managed to get shipwrecked. They're astonishingly resourceful, in fact, but whatever. Oh great, I'm on fire. Oh good. That's just what I wanted out of my day! I'm going to die, maybe. Uh-oh. Am I dead? I'm dead. God damn it. Suck it! It's all your fault. I'm going to run away! I'm gonna run away, I think. Yep, there's a switch there. Thought there might be. I don't want to fight any of you anymore. I just want to get out of here, and then I can end this video because I'm running out of things to talk about. So we're going speedrunning, and I can hear my phone going off. I hope you can't hear my phone going off, because that would be awkward. Sorry about that. So yeah, give me a tropical island, and I will try and be as resourceful as the Swiss family, and I will not need to rule anybody, because it'll just be me, and presumably, like I say, I'd be rich, because I can apparently afford a tropical island. Oh heck, we got a whole arena to do. Well, that kind of sucks. Okay then, let's make this happen. Let's do an arena. And yeah, it seems pretty good. I mean, like, I assume some of these islands, maybe if you pay a bit more for your islands, you can get resources and buildings and amenities and things. I don't know. Holy Moses, this video's going on a long time. It's been a while since I've rambled on for this long about anything. Would you get back here already, you son of a gun? I hate healers. I really hate healers. I wouldn't hate them so much if they didn't just step back every time you try and hit them with a sword. I think that's what I hate most about them. And actually, no, there's a lot I hate about them, to be honest. It's the fact that when there's two of them healing each other, if you're in 4-star gear, you straight up can't kill them because they heal each other, and it's impossible to kill. There's a lot of mechanics about them that are just designed to be immensely frustrating. And yeah. Nick and Ian, you have a lot to answer for. I mean, I guess it's... That was quite quick, actually. I guess it's Nick's design, but, like I said, there's that 3-panel Soul comic out there in which Ian takes full credit for it, so I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, that will bring it to a close, so, because this has been going on far too long, so thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, that helps me out a bunch. And please subscribe if you're not already, and I'll try to ramble less in the future. Leave questions in the comments below, because I need those. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.